Stress is addictive. There's a strange contradiction many people live with. They say they hate stress. They complain about being overwhelmed. They dream of peace, rest, and freedom. And yet, when life finally slows down, something feels wrong. Silence becomes uncomfortable. Calm feels unfamiliar. Rest creates guilt. You tell yourself you want less stress. But part of you panics when it disappears. This isn't weakness. It isn't failure. It's biology. Stress isn't only emotional. It's chemical. When stress appears, your brain releases powerful substances. Adrenaline, cortisol, dopamine. Your heart beats faster. Your senses sharpen. Your focus narrows. You feel alert. Alive. Important. Stress prepares you to survive. But survival chemistry doesn't know when to turn off. Especially in modern life. At first, stress feels productive. You move faster. Think quicker. Accomplish more. Deadlines sharpen you. Pressure motivates you. Your brain associates stress with action and results. So it learns something dangerous. Stress equals effectiveness. And once that association forms, calm begins to feel like laziness. Stress doesn't just activate fear. It activates reward. Solving urgent problems releases dopamine. Meeting deadlines releases dopamine. Surviving chaos releases dopamine. Your brain doesn't distinguish healthy achievement from harmful pressure. It only remembers the chemical reward. Over time, your nervous system begins craving that stimulation. Not because it feels good, but because it feels familiar. Eventually, stress stops being a response. It becomes an identity. I'm just a stressed person. I work better under pressure. I don't know how to relax. Busyness becomes self-worth. Overwhelm becomes validation. If you're stressed, you must be important. If you're exhausted, you must be doing something meaningful. Stress stops being a problem and starts being proof. Stress creates a powerful illusion. Control. When everything feels urgent, you feel needed. You feel responsible. You feel essential. Calm threatens that illusion. If nothing is urgent, who are you? Stress keeps you feeling necessary, even when it's slowly eroding you. Here's the uncomfortable truth. For many people, calm feels unsafe. Not because danger exists, but because the nervous system isn't used to peace. When stress has been constant, the brain learns to expect threat. So when things finally slow down, your body stays alert anyway. The mind scans for problems, creates worries, invents urgency. Not to harm you, but to protect you from the unfamiliar. Long-term stress resets your baseline. What once felt overwhelming now feels normal. What once felt calm now feels empty. Your nervous system adapts upward, like turning the volume knob higher and higher. Peace doesn't register anymore. Only intensity does. When you finally stop, your body doesn't relax. It crashes. It aches. It releases suppressed emotions. This is why rest can feel worse than work. Stress numbs. Rest reveals. And what it reveals, fatigue, sadness, anxiety, can feel overwhelming. So the mind does what it knows. It returns to stress. Stress keeps you busy. And busy people don't have to feel. They don't have to sit with uncertainty, loneliness, fear. Stress becomes a shield, protecting you from inner discomfort. As long as you're overwhelmed, you don't have to ask deeper questions. Stress distracts you from yourself. Modern culture rewards stress. Overworking is praised. Burnout is normalized. Rest is earned, not allowed. You're taught that worth comes from output. So stress feels virtuous. Rest feels selfish. Even when stress destroys your health, your relationships, your joy, it still feels necessary. The problem is simple. Stress chemistry was designed for short bursts, not continuous exposure. When stress becomes constant, focus deteriorates, memory weakens, immune function drops. Your body stays in survival mode long after the threat is gone. What once energized you now exhausts you. Burnout doesn't arrive loudly. It creeps in slowly. Motivation fades. Joy dulls. Everything feels heavier. You're still functioning, but you're hollow. And because stress once made you effective, you try to fix burnout by pushing harder, which only deepens the damage. Letting go of stress feels like losing momentum. If stress drove your success, what happens without it? Who are you without urgency? Without pressure? Your brain fears stillness because it threatens the story you've built about yourself. So it clings to stress, even as it suffocates. This matters. If stress feels addictive, it doesn't mean you're weak. It means your nervous system adapted to survive prolonged pressure. Your brain did what it was designed to do. The problem isn't you. It's the environment. Your biology was never meant to endure non-stop. You can't break a stress addiction by forcing relaxation. That only creates more tension. The first step is noticing how stress functions in your life. Not judging it. Not fighting it. Just observing. What does stress give me? What does it protect me from? Your nervous system must relearn safety. Not through sudden stillness, but gradual calm. Moments of rest. Small pauses. Short breaths of ease. Safety must feel familiar again before peace can feel comfortable. True productivity isn't constant output. It's sustainable energy. Clarity. Focus. Presence. Stress steals these long-term, even if it boosts them short-term. Letting go of stress isn't giving up drive. It's reclaiming depth. Stress reacts. Presence chooses. When you slow slightly, you regain agency. You act from intention, not pressure. Life stops feeling like an emergency and starts feeling like a direction. Stress won't disappear quietly. It will whisper. You'll fall behind. You'll lose motivation. You'll become lazy. These are echoes of adaptation, not truth. The nervous system resists change, even when change is healing. Calm isn't a personality trait. It's a learned state. And like any skill, it feels awkward at first. But with repetition, your body remembers. Nothing is wrong. You are safe. You don't need urgency to exist. Freedom isn't the absence of responsibility. It's the absence of constant threat. When stress loosens its grip, your mind expands. Creativity returns. Joy resurfaces. Time feels fuller. Stress feels addictive because it once kept you alive. But survival isn't the same as living. What protected you before may now be imprisoning you. So if stress feels hard to let go of, remember this. Your nervous system learned urgency because it had to. Now it's learning something new. That you don't need pressure to be worthy. You don't need exhaustion to be valuable. You don't need stress to matter. And when your body finally believes that, calm won't feel empty anymore. It will feel like coming home. If this made you pause for even a second, like to help others find it. Subscribe to Why Curio for deep dives into the human mind. Comment, does stress feel familiar or exhausting for you?